Okay, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Team, can you have the chats, please? Superb. Okay, good evening, good evening, good evening. And welcome to this day three of Lean Six Sigma Green Belt Certification Hackathon. Okay, superb. Yesterday, I got certain feedbacks that it was a little difficult to understand, and so what I decided today, I'll connect all the dots quickly one by one. Okay, are you ready? So take the notes. I will connect right from the step one of Lean Six Sigma. Green belt. I will connect all the dots. Okay. See, it is not difficult. It was a little faster. That was, it seemed like, okay, thoda sa bouncing hai. Lekin, see, if you go through it once again, it will be easier. Okay, let me just take you to my whiteboard and do a quick recap about what we have basically discussed. Okay, now let me go a quick recap of this, whatever we have seen right from the day one. Okay, and what we are about to see in the day three. So in the recap of GB certification program, so see, so in the define phase, basically what we have done. So everybody, we know that we follow the DMAC principle, right? So in the define phase, understand this. If you recall, if you remember, I spoke about, I just gave a quick introduction of Lean Six Sigma. What are the 5 levels? Okay, and so what is LSS? LSS meaning Lean Six Sigma. Okay, LSS and 5 levels. 5 levels meaning white belt, white belt, yellow belt, green belt, black belt, and master black belt. 5 levels from white to MBB. MBB is master black belt. Everybody, you can just make a note of this. Okay. So if you remember, we spoke about this. Then the strategic forces, if you remember, strategic forces are something like, on our organization. Why this change management is so important? Because there are always forces acting upon our organization, and we have to basically always improve our current process. That's what, if you remember the Jack Welch's statement, the rate of change of external, if it is greater than the rate of change of internal, then the death of the organization is near. Yes. And after that, we spoke about the project identification, right? In this project identification of Lean Six Sigma, how do we identify the project? So in this segment of project identification, just understand this. In this segment of project identification, we spoke about what are the sources. If you remember, the sources were SWOT analysis, customer complaints, strategy of the company. Okay, what you can say, the cost reduction areas, correct? And quality defects. All these are potential areas to take up the projects. Are you connecting all the dots, right? After that, we discuss about how do we identify external project right from the voice of customer. Remember that I'm not happy with this services. Then what in the restaurant, right? In the restaurant, then the taste is important, then delivery time is important, hygiene is important, right? So external way of identifying the project. External way is from the voice of customer till project Y. You remember? So in that voice of customer, critical to quality, and then we discussed about voice of design, which is specification limit, correct? Then we discussed about defects, and then we discussed about project Y, which is vocabulary as well. We call it as vocabulary. Remember, everybody? Then we spoke about Kano model, which is a prioritization. Just give me yes, guys, if you remember all those stuff. Kano model, where the basic requirement, performance requirement, and you have the third is delighter requirement. Remember that? So we have to first focus on the basic requirement of the product. That's what the Kano model talks about, right? Then we discussed about internal way of identifying the project. Understand this, guys. Internal way of identifying the project. Internal way of identifying the project. What we discussed about yield. Remember, you map the process and find out the yield of each and every process. And whichever is the lowest yield, you go deeper, identify why the yield is low, collect the data and do the Pareto analysis. And that way you can identify internal projects. So external projects selected from voice of customer and internal projects selected from the yield. You remember? After that, we discussed about once the projects are identified, then we make project charter, which we have discussed at length in our yellow belt programs as well. Once the project charter is made, then there are topics like SIPOC. Just give me yes in the chat box if you remember. Then RACI metrics, stakeholder analysis, and communication plan. We discussed about all those things. How many of you remember day one, define phase? Just give me yes in the chat box. Just take a quick screenshot. This is what we have discussed. And the examination questions will come only whatever we are discussing in these 3 days, guys. That's why these 3 days are very, very important. Yes, absolutely right. See, Lean Six Sigma basically is a project management only. It's a project-driven methodology because through this project, basically we solve the complex problems of the organization. So we have done this. Then we entered into the major phase. So have you taken the screenshot of this? Just give me yes in the chat box if you have taken the screenshot. Just take a screenshot quickly. So I'm just going through all the tools and topics we discussed right from day one so that you will connect the dot easily and see the sequence. Introduction to Lean Six Sigma, 5 levels, DMAC framework, project identification, and then problem, the project charter, then SIPOC, RACI metrics, stakeholder communication. That's it, done. Then let's go to the measure phase. So in the first day itself, we started with measure phase. In measure phase, what we do? In measure phase, we collect the data. Understand this? So in the measure phase, what we discussed? We discussed types of measures. If you remember, input measure, process measure, and output measure. Then types of data, which is continuous and discrete. With example, we discussed this. Yes? Just give me yes in the chat box. So type of measure में मैं लिखूंगा input, process, and output measure. And all this data we collect. We start collecting. Correct? Then we discuss some of the statistics basics. So in statistics, so what is statistics? Statistics is a science which converts data into information. So what are the two statistics? Descriptive and inferential. Descriptive is about the sample, inferential is about the population. Remember that? We discussed about descriptive and inferential. 5 overs cricket match, 5 overs score is descriptive and projected score after 20 overs inferential statistic. Correct? After that, we discussed about some basic fundamental like mean, mode, median, mean, mode, median, right? After that, quartile and percentile, if you remember. Quartile and percentile. Yes. Along with that, we discussed about range, variance, standard deviation. So this is actually central tendency. Write this down. Central tendency. And this is dispersion measures. So we discussed about range, variance, and standard deviation. How many of you remember all these things? Just give me a in the chat box. Remember? Just pull out your notes and just check out all those stiff stuff were covered, right? After that, then we at standard deviation, we stop the day one. So day one finished here. Then we enter to day two, but in the measure phase only. Okay. In the day two measure phase, we started with operational definition. Just to standardize this, standardize the data collection. Operational definition, followed by measurement system analysis. In MSA, we discussed about gauge R and AAA, attribute agreement analysis. You remember that, right? Repeatability and reproducibility. In gauge R and R, we have gauge GRR score and attribute agreement analysis. We get kappa score, kappa value, right? Super. After that, then we discussed about Minitab. So we did some Minitab exercises. So after collecting the data, what needs to be done? So if you remember, we discussed about Pareto. Yes, just give me a yes in the chat box. We discussed about time series plot. We discussed about histogram. We discussed about box plot. And we did the exercises. We discussed about control chart. Lot of stuff we covered, guys, in these 2 days. Control chart. What else? Then we have seen normality. Normality test. If the p-value is greater than 0.05, then the process is normal. And then we have seen SNC. Remember, stability, normality, and capability. SNC, correct? SNC. And after normality is done, we do capability analysis, the Z score or CPCPK. And the last, if you have the discrete data, we go for DPMO. This is what is the measure phase. Just take a screenshot of this. This is what we covered in measure phase in day 2, day 1 and day 2. Day 2 up to 50%. Clear, everybody? Yes? Super clear, guys. Everybody just give me yes in the chat box. Give me yes, so that I can get the confirmation, so that just take a screenshot. All these points have been covered. Okay, the recording was shared. If you are a paid member, the recording is in the LMS system. If you are a guest, we shared, the YouTube channel recording. We will keep this recording in YouTube for some time. We will keep this recording in YouTube for some time. Okay. Done, everybody. Very good. Then we entered into the analyze phase. Analyze phase, right? So in the analyze phase, we actually, by the way, if you have not yet subscribed to YouTube channel, please subscribe it so that you can check out, go to the live section and you can find all the 2 days, day 1 and day 2. Okay, all the 2 days you can find it out. So analyze phase mein what we have seen, y is equal to function of x, correct? So y is the output, x is the input. So in the analyze phase, basically there are 2 approaches we have seen. One approach is the lean approach. If you remember the lean approach, where we spoke about process mapping, value stream mapping, VSM, then VA, NVA analysis, then team wood. All those stuff comes in the lean process, correct? And what about the Six Sigma? In the Six Sigma level, we do fishbone, followed by root cause analysis, RCA, followed by hypothesis testing. Yesterday we covered hypothesis testing and regression. Yes, guys, this is for the validation of the root causes. We use hypothesis and the regression. Remember? And design of experimentation, but that is covered in the black belt level, so that I am not taking this here. Clear? So till this point, we covered everything. So right now we are into the, so we completed actually analyze phase. So, VA, NVA analysis and team wood I will just cover today. Okay, yes, PLO and NULGO, correct? And we talk about fishbone and RCA in the yellow belt itself. You're completely aware of this. We covered hypothesis testing and regression correlation yesterday with theory and Minitab practical. Just give me yes if you are completely now connected right now with this recap. Just give me yes in the chat box. It's a quick recap of last 2 days. So at the end of this, we enter into the improve phase, where we find out the solution, okay, to implement. And whatever I'm covering in this, that will be covered in the green belt examination, guys. Okay, so be very much attentive. And if you're confident that you have understood all these concepts, the tools which I discussed, you can definitely confidently appear for the examination. Okay, I will for the guest people, I will, after the break, I will explain you how you can go ahead as well. All right, super. Now, so let me now just quickly touch upon some of the improved tool which we use. Okay, the first tool which I am going to discuss is called as setup time reduction. Okay, now understand this. Some of the tools are, are in the curriculum, That's what we are covering. See, understand this. All the tools may not be required in every project. I repeat again. All the tools may not be required in every project. For example, right now I am talking about setup time reduction. Now, this is a tool which may or may not be required in your project. Okay, but because it is a part of the course curriculum, I'm just touching upon the subject. Okay, very, very important for us to understand. Okay, yes, used in manufacturing, used in automotive sector. It is coming from the automotive sector predominantly, but used in manufacturing mostly. Okay, but all the service people also should be aware of the nomenclature of this, right? Yes, Haji, improve phase. This is the improve phase we are entering, and setup time reduction, because now, see, so setup time reduction is a lean tool basically. Now, by this time, we have identified that setup time is one of the bottleneck area in our process. That's why we implement this and, debottleneck this area. Okay. Yes, SMED, absolutely right. So what is setup time reduction in a very, very simplistic manner? See, in this earlier automotive segment, let me just write a white one. This is the, let's say, a car body. Consider this to be a car body. Looks like a car, but okay. So, and yeah, so these are the doors. Okay. And this is the upper part of the body, the bonnet, and so all this are the steel ambassador. So it looks like ambassador car. Okay. So understand this, guys. Now, when in the earlier stages, basically, this part, let's say, this top part of it, the bonnet, the left door, the right door, the back left door, right back door. So all these doors, and the bonnets, and the chassis, the plate below this surface. So all these are the steel plates, basically, and these shapes used to be molded, meaning there used to be a die. A die is a simple mechanism for a non-technical person also. Imagine this is a steel plate, okay, and I want to give a curvature shape to this steel plate. So what I will do, I will use a hydraulic, very, very high pressure ram like this, which will put a big hydraulic pressure on that steel plate, and then so it will take a shape like this. And this entire thing, so this is the original, and this is the after taken to the die, this shape it will take. So this mechanism, simple mechanism, hydraulic pressure and a steel, this mechanism is basically called as a die. Okay. So this die, basically, this, if you want to, let's say, from this shape, if you want to change the shape to some other shape, then changing this all setting used to take a lot of hours. Sometimes from 8 hours to 48 hours it used to take, because earlier the technology was not so much advanced, and these are very heavy lifting, equipment. So changing that was a huge burden for the organization. So there was an engineer in Toyota. His name is Shigo Shingo. You can just make a note of this. Who just took this challenge, he was an engineer, and who took this challenge to reduce this setup time to a drastic level, and that is what it's called as SMED technique. Make a note. Everybody, please type SMED in the chat box. SMED technique. Okay. From one product to another product. Now, in this case, the product was, let's say, if it was a top cover of the car, if let's say this is the part you are manufacturing, now you want to manufacture, let's say, a front door on the left hand side. So that is called a changeover. Now, if you want to make a changeover, how do you reduce the time between this changeover? Okay. So if I may remove all those things. So let's say if you are running product A to product B, how will you reduce the timeline? Now, what he did, he actually divided all these activities into 4 parts. One is called preparation, then setup, adjustment, and test run. I'll give you a very simple, plain example of our kitchen. Okay. Now, let's say whenever we want to make a juice, imagine right now we have a mixer juicer right now. Okay. This is a mixer juicer. Imagine this is a mixer juicer. Okay. And okay. So now here, what you basically are making is apple juice. Now from apple juice, once the apple juice is made, imagine there is a party at your place and people are coming and you are making some fresh juices for them. So you want to make it, make it and keep it ready. So first you are making apple juice and now you want to make orange juice. Now understand it. The scenario is very simple. You have only one mixer juicer and one, what you can say, that vessel. Okay. Now, once you make the apple juice, so apple juice is ready. Now, for making orange juice, what preparation will you do? You have to bring the oranges, peel them off, take out the seeds, wash them off, everything, cut them right to the pieces, and take the different blade. Let's say apple blade is different. Let's say these are the blades which are there inside. Okay. So you have to change to the blade as well. So all this preparation. Now tell me, for the preparation, let's say there is a mixer is going on. The apple juice is being made in the mixer. Okay. So can you prepare? Can you take the oranges? Can you peel off? Can you take the seeds? Can you cut them off and wash them off? Can you do this when the apple juice is being made? Can you do that? Type in the chat box. Can we do that parallelly? Type in the chat box. Everybody. Yes, yes, no, yes, no. Everybody. So mixer is running. Apple juice is being made. But parallelly, you can arrange all the resources, right? Yes. So this it's called. So whenever you can do the process without stopping the machine, it's called as external process. So I'm just writing E. So preparation is an external process. Then comes the setup. Now what will you do? Once the apple juice is done, you will pour into the, into a big vessel, and then you have to clean it up. Then you have to change the blade. Now tell me, picking up that vessel from that mixer juicer, then pour it off, and changing the blade. Can you do it when the machine is on? Can you do it when the machine is on? Yes or no? Can you change the blade when machine is on? You can't change, right? It's a very risky. So this is called a setup. Okay, setup meaning maybe you can take out the blade, clean it up, and put another blade. Now, when it cannot be done when the machine is on, it is called internal activity. Internal meaning you cannot switch the machine. Okay. Yeah, you can have two jars, but right now we are understanding the concept with one jar only, because see the dies are very high, very very big big machines. Okay, right? So then they did not have that much of liberty to do that. Okay, so in that resource, how you can do that? Then comes the adjustment. Then come the fixing of the blade and checking the alignment of the blade, whether it is fixed properly, whether it is it is not touching the body of the vessel. So this is also internal activity. Okay. Then comes the test run. Now what is test run? Try to understand this. Whenever we take the changeover, okay, we take a pilot or test run, right? Just for example, when we make a cup of tea, we take a small bit and test it, right? And then so that is called pilot or test run. Now this, of course, this can be done externally as well. So we do not have to stop the machine for this, because we have to just pour this. Okay, so machine can be on, and we can do the quality inspection parallelly. So here we can see preparation can be done externally, so you don't have to stop the machine. Test run can be done with some other strategy, so you don't have to stop the machine. Now adjustment remains and setup remains. Now adjustment, so Shigo Shingo use some tools, some what you can say, jigs and fixtures, so that even you put that and lock that once, you need not to do the adjustment. So he has done some arrangement, and Pokayoke will discuss it later, so that he has eliminated adjustment as well. Only time remain is the setup time. That's why by using this method, by what you can say, first breaking down the activities and internalize internal activity and external activity. External activities, they are doing parallel when the machine is on, so you don't have to stop the machine, and you reduce the internal activities by using some jigs and fixtures and some maybe some automation as well. And only time remains is setup time. So by using this technique, from 48 hours, okay, Toyota reduced the setup time to 9 minutes. And that's why it is called single digit. Actually, SMED stands for single digit, single digit minute exchange of die. SMED. Single minute exchange of die. Actually, it is single digit minute exchange of die. That means in 9 minutes, they could change this entire die, and with this technique used by Shigo Shingo. Are you clear? The fundamentals are clear? Just give me a yes in the chat box. Are you clear with the fundamentals? And today also there are a lot of organizations I observe where changeover time of product A to product B is very, very high. When I go to, let's say, biscuit manufacturing, let's say from one biscuit to other biscuit, this entire system has to be flushed out, and so that is completely changeover time. So they can use this technique to reduce the changeover time drastically. Clear, everybody? Just give me yes in the chat box. So this is called setup time reduction. Okay. See, we are going to touch upon some of the lean techniques today. And then we are going to reduce, then we are going to talk about some, even we speak about the scamper as well. I'll speak about it as well. Do we get garments? Okay, yeah, 10 tons changeovers. Fantastic. In garments, huh? Fantastic. And manufacturing for changeover time, more manpower is required. So earlier, yes, it was more manpower required, but nowadays, because of the mechanical equipments as well as some automation, that manpower requirement has reduced drastically. Now we have a lot of lot of good technology. Cranes also are available with electronically operated, very well controlled. So manpower requirement has drastically gone down nowadays. Okay, of course it is not eliminated, but it has gone down. So let me talk about the next concept called VA analysis, which I spoke about yesterday as well. Okay, see, there are three parts of any activity. There are three parts of any activity. If I have to classify them, either it will be value added, either it will be non-value added, either it will be business value added. Let me give you an example of this. Okay, for a bank, account opening is a value added activity for the customer. Customer is ready for and willing to open the account, and it's a value added stuff, because then you can do the business with the customer, right? And customer gets to store his money, as well as there are some instruments where he can invest and secure his financial future, right? So for a bank, account opening and processing account on the system, so these are called the value added activities where customer is willing to pay for. Let me give you example. If you want to go to airport and you book a taxi or a cab, from your residence to airport, right? Let's say Ola or Uber. Now, what is value added? You will pay to that driver for, to take you from your residence to airport safely and on time. That is what a value added stuff. Physically transportation from one point to another. That is called value. You are willing to pay for it. That is value added. Okay. What is non-value added? Let's say the vehicle breaks down and you have to wait for 1 hour to repair that. It's completely non-value added. And what is business value added? Understand this. Let's say that vehicle requires the petrol or fuel. Okay. But that is actually taking your time. Understand this. That is taking your time, but without which that vehicle will not run. That kind of activity is called business value. It adds value to the business, to the cab. It will add value, but for you, it may not add the value. I will give you another example. Training to the employees of your organization. Let's say your organization is providing training of Lean Six Sigma to your employees. Is it value added to the customer? Will customer pay for the training? The answer is no. But is it value added to the business? The answer is yes. It is value added to the business. And of course, customer will get benefited later, but customer will not pay for it. So the simple yardstick is, will customer pay for it? If it will pay for it, it is value added. Otherwise, it is either non-value added or it is business value added. Are you clear with this? So actually speaking, all the teamwork comes in the non-value added activities. Are you clear? Excessive transportation, excessive inventory, motion waste, waiting waste, okay, overproduction, overprocessing, and defects. All this stuff comes in the non-value added activities. Clear? So value add, business value add, and non-value add. Are you clear with this concept? Just give me yes in the chat box. Clear hai? Value add, business value add, and non-value add. Just give me yes quickly. Paid by the taxis. Sometimes it is a part of the taxi fare and otherwise not. Toll paid. Okay, toll paid. Now the toll paid is what? You tell me. The toll. Is it value added? Is it business value added? Or is it non-value added? So yes, it may not be value added to the customer directly, but To run the taxi, that poor cab driver has to give the toll, right? Now some companies take it from the customer itself, right? So they add that in the cost of the customer itself, right? So but absolutely it does not, it is not value added. It may add value to the road government. So you can put that in the business value add category. See, why you pay money is to take you from one point to another point. That is what is the value added at the end of it. Rest all, everything, the maintenance, the fueling, all those stuff is actually the business value add stuff. Okay. Now, how do we use it? What we do here is we basically map the process like this. So from the first point to the last point, we can just map the process and give them the color coding, that what is value added, what is non-value added, what is business value added. So value added, you can give, you can do some different color coding. You can give it to yellow, you can give it to red. Red is non-value added. Yellow is the business value added. And green, maybe green or white, you can use for value added stuff. And what is our role to this entire process? Whatever is non-value added, if you can eliminate it from the system, redesign a system where non-value added can be either eliminated or reduced it to a super extent. Okay, reduced to a extent in which it becomes kind of negligible. Okay, so for example, this is the map, the process, the original process, and then after that you remove all the non-value added stuff and only value added and some business value added stuff remains. See, of course, you cannot eliminate all NVAs immediately, but you can try this activity, map the process, label them to value added, non-value added, and business value added, and try to eliminate non-value added and reduce business value added as well as, so that you can reduce the number of activities. And as the number of activities reduce, your process becomes faster and more agile. Are you clear the concept with this VA, NVA, BVA analysis? Just give me yes in the chat box. Conceptually clear hai? And teamwood comes in the non-value added activities. Teamwood. Okay. Very good. Very good. Super. Now, then comes the WIP, which one of the teamwood. And one of the very powerful tool we use, it's called as Little's Law, to reduce the WIP and reduce the lead time basically. What this Little's Law says is, lead time is basically, so Little basically is Professor Little, who is professor, who was basically, he's actually retired, I believe, from MIT, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, US. So he was a professor there. According to him, the lead time, what is lead time? Lead time is nothing but turnaround time from the order to delivery. How much time you are taking from the order to delivery, it's called lead time. Okay. So for example, if you apply for the loan, and you get the loan disbursed, what is the time in between these two? That is called the lead time. Okay. So let's take an example, very easily, simple example I'll explain. So lead time is actually directly proportionate to the WIP. What is WIP? Work in progress inventory, and which is inversely proportionate to the completion rate. I'll explain you with a very simple example, very practical example, so that you can understand this. Okay, imagine there is an ATM machine. So this is an ATM, and you want to withdraw money from the ATM, and you come to ATM to withdraw some cash, and there are 5 people standing in the queue before you, and you are the 6th one. I've just drawn you a little taller so that you can identify yourself. Okay. And every person will take 5 minutes to withdraw the cash. Everybody understood? 5 minutes for one person to withdraw the cash. There are 5 people before you, and you are the 6th person. How much time do you require to withdraw the cash? Type in the chat box. Very simple question, mathematical question. What is the time required? Total time required. Total time required. Not only waiting time. 5 people before you, you are the 6th one. So total time required is 30 minutes. Very simple. Out of which 25 minutes will be non-value added waiting, because waiting, W is for waiting. right? Team would mean the W is for waiting is non-value added. And only 5 minutes is value added for you. The total lead time is 30 minutes. Are you clear? And imagine this is nothing but the WIP, work in progress, because the 5 people before you are work in progress, and you have to wait for it. Unless and they are done, then only your turn will come. Are you clear this concept? Just type yes in the chat box. So the lead time in this case is 30 minutes, out of which 25 is non-value added, 5 is value added. Clear? Now let's apply the Little's law here. This is the Little's law calculation. So what it says, it is directly proportional. So let's work on this WIP first. So let's reduce the WIP and see what is the impact. Now the second scenario, the same ATM. Okay. Instead of 5 people, now there are only 2 people standing. So what we have done, we have reduced the WIP. And now you are the third one. Now tell me how much time do you require? Type in the chat box. 15 minutes. Can you see this? So by reducing the WIP, I have reduced the lead time directly. Are you understanding? Now let's, in the third scenario, let's attack the completion rate. Right now, the completion time is 5 minutes per person. Imagine with some technological advancement, we just reduce the, what you can say, reduce the technology. We just fast track the technology, and instead of 5 minutes, now the machine dispenses in 2 minutes. Okay. Now there are 2 people only, and you are the third person. Now we are talking about a completion rate. Okay. Now tell me what will be the lead time required to withdraw the cash. 6 minutes. Are you understanding, guys? Are you understanding? Now, how do we reduce the WIP? By reducing the batch size. By reducing the size of the batch. So this is just a concept clearance I'm giving. So you work on the WIP, you reduce the WIP, you will get 50% approximate reduction. And then you work on the completion rate as well. Okay. And so you reduce it further. Exactly. So you have multiple ways you can install another ATM machine, or you can, fast, because the ATM works on the internet connectivity as well, right? So you work on the internet, faster internet, so that it will, that machine will speak with the server, backend server faster, so that you can, or you install another machine. There are various ways you can do that. So jump the queues. फाइट करके जंप द क्यूज. सो हम जहां से शुरुआत करते वहीं से लाइन शुरू होती है. ओके, हैव यू अंडरस्टूड दिस लिटिल लॉ गाइस? जस्ट टाइप यस इन द चैट बॉक्स. सो बाय डूइंग दिस, ओके, एक्चुअली प्रेम शंकर जी, द लिंक इज द सेम, राइट? Yeah, the link is the same. That's why, so link won't change. The same link we are using for this session. All the 3 days, the same link. Yeah. If you remember, on your WhatsApp also, you would have received it. The same link. Okay. Chalo. So, clear? So, let me just quickly, so, we are just touching upon some of the topics. Let me, so let me just touch upon another topic, which is called the layout of it. Okay. So one of the very important topic is, which impacts the, the productivity, etc., is the layout of the process. So there is one concept called spaghetti diagram. Look at this. What is spaghetti diagram? Spaghetti diagram is nothing but spaghetti meaning the noodle. It's an Italian word of noodle. So noodle meaning, so it looks like a noodle. Let's say, imagine if I take the layout of your complete office or your factory or your workspace. And if I want to draw how the, how this entire, what you can say, material as well as manpower as well as information flows. So if I draw this from pillar to post like this, okay, for each and every, let's say, if I take one material, let's say imagine one loan application file. How that loan application file is moving in the bank right now, if I have to, so if I have to draw this, it will go to the first person, then to the second person, then the third person, then the fourth, fifth person and a sixth person. So if I draw all those things, it will look like a noodle like this. Then we calculate the time, then we calculate the distance, and then we will re-engineer, entire thing. Yeah, Prem Shankar ji, there must be some challenge in your either in the Zoom or in your system. Are you connected with the with the laptop or desktop or the mobile phone? Maybe you can just log out and log in again, like yesterday you did, to solve this problem. Okay. Is my screen visible, everybody? Is my screen visible? Just give me yes in the chat box. ये दिख रहा है आपको? Traditional spaghetti diagram में बता रहा हूँ. Yes. So everybody is saying yes, it is visible. So Prem Shankar, just try this out. Maybe log out and log in once again. That will help. So this is called spaghetti analysis. So after spaghetti, they understand what is the excessive travel. If you remember in Teamwood, we spoke about M. M stands for motion west. And this is a classic example of motion west. Okay. Better to change seating of exactly. So then what Lean suggests, instead of this kind of arrangement, Lean suggests either cellular processing like this kind of arrangement. Okay. Where the material is coming from one side, or maybe an application is coming from one side and moving through the entire process and going out. Raw material is coming from one side, moving through the entire process and going down, going up. And you know what? In automotive sector, they have arranged the process like this. Machine number 1, 2, 3. So workstation, W for workstation. So only one person can handle all the machines at a time. That kind of, so this person can handle all the machines. Only one person. Exactly. Manoj, absolutely right. Are you clear? So that kind of arrangement is called cellular processing layout. It will eliminate all the motion waste from the system and will increase the productivity of the employees. Of course, then you have to give them enough rest as well. And you have to make them rotation. Otherwise, they will go crazy after some time. But this has improved the productivity to the large extent. After that, then it was automated completely. And then the person also was eliminated. Okay. So this is called a cellular processing layout, like the zigzag way. They have made it to a systematic or a U layout, you will say that. Okay. And this operation found to be very, very effective. Clear? So from spaghetti to U-shape cellular processing layout, are you clear with this concept? Just give me yes in the chat box. Very good. Very good. Yes. So how many of you are aware of 5S? Just give me yes in the chat box. 5S, kisko malum hai? Just give me yes. 5S. Are you following 5S? Yeah, Prem Shankar ji, connect with our connect from your mobile phone. Okay. And or just connect on the YouTube channel. YouTube channel के live पे भी आपको दिखेगा. Super. Okay. Yeah. So either you connect with mobile phone or some other laptop device you have. It seems to be a device challenge, I believe, because you are not able to see the screen. No. Okay. So 5S is the Japanese principle, originally for housekeeping purpose, but it is not only housekeeping. It is much larger than that. Okay. Yes, exactly. It's a safe, clean, organized workplace and even productive workplace. Safe, clean, organized workplace. So I'll give you a simple analogy. See, whenever you are working in a very shabby, very stuffy, okay, सब जगह पे files पड़े हैं, and it is not organized, it will impact your productivity as well. How many of you have experienced this? If your workplace is not organized, your thought process also is not organized accordingly. Have you experienced this? Just type yes in the chat box. How many of you have experienced this phenomena? Just try this out. Whenever your workplace is out of place, everything is haywire. Your cupboard is haywire. Your table is haywire. So your thought process is also not clear. You don't get that clarity which is required to work. So lot of there is a psychological trick which a lot of coaches also suggest, that go there and first clean your cupboard, clean your workspace. The moment to clean your workspace, your clarity also comes back. The clutter outside is a image, basically it's a reflection of clutter inside. That's why what 5S does is 5S actually removes the clutter from outside, which basically gives you more clarity and better productivity. So the 5 levels: sort, set in order, shine, standardize, and sustain. Let's go quickly towards one by one. So the first one is the sorting. Now 5S is not only applicable in manufacturing, it is applicable in in service industry, banks, BPO, KPO, even in your mobile phone, in your laptops, computers, servers, in your kitchen. It is applicable everywhere. Okay. The first one is sorting. What is required, what is not required, sort first. So the first one is very clear. Okay. Like for example, deleting junk email, dispose torn or outdated editions, files, etc. from the library, the books. So elimination of unrequired stuff, separating them from wanted and unwanted stuff. That is what the sorting comes from. Okay. Then setting in order. The principle is called as PEEP principle. PEEP. PEEP stands for place for everything and everything in place. And one of the very powerful principle of PEEP is the retrieval time of anything. Okay, any file, any article, whatever you want to retrieve. Let's say you want to retrieve a record. How much time? Now, how many of you are auditors here in the room right now? Just type me in the chat box. Any kind of audit you are doing, ISO audit, or any kind of audit, for financial audits, accounting audits, any kind of audit. Anybody in the room right now? Internal, external auditing work, or either not the auditor, but you face the audit as a auditee. Have you faced the audit as an auditee? Yes. मनोज जी, दिस इज ऑलरेडी अवेलेबल इन योर करिकुलम. मैं आपका करिकुलम ही पढ़ रहा हूं. ओके. यस. Yes, so Manoj ji, so everything is there in your curriculum. We are in the improve phase of your curriculum. I'm just going through that. Okay. Of course, you can take the screenshots of this, but this is already available with you all the time. Okay, it's already available, and you can download this as well. So okay, NABL audit आप face करते हो, Rahul ji. Fantastic. Now, see, understand this. Whenever you ask for any document or any record, okay, then how much time the team is taking to retrieve that document or the record will tell you whether the PIP principle is followed properly or not. So setting in order is there or not, right? So you are organizing everything. So, like in kitchen, we have the stuff which is required. Let's say the salt and the sugar and, all the spices. So which are required every day, which are kept very near to the stove, to the burner, right? The stuff which is required once in a week are kept a little aside. The stuff or the utensils, which are required once in a month or once in a 6 month, they are, during festivals. So they are kept somewhere a little further. So this is called set in order. A proper order is set. Okay. Yes, exactly. So whenever you are doing the audit, retrieval time, just measure the time, write down the time. That will give you the indication how good is their set in order process. Okay. Then comes the shine. Now shine actually meaning the cleaning part of it. But it is not only cleaning, it is while cleaning, you are inspecting as well. For example, when you clean your four-wheeler, okay, let's say in the morning, let's say you have a habit of cleaning your four-wheeler. Imagine. Now, while cleaning, you do not only clean, but you inspect whether there are any scars on my vehicle body, whether the oil is proper, right? Whether the mirror, the tire pressure is proper, whether any leakage of the oil or something like that, if it is there. So, and even in the machine inspection as well, when the operator is cleaning the machine, he's he's actually cleaning, what you can say, he's inspecting the small thing, the vibration, the leakage, the air leakage, oil leakage, all the stuff. So it is not only cleaning, it is taking care of the maintenance activity, it is taking care of the safety. You can, lot of accidents can be prevented if the inspection is done properly. So shine is not only cleaning, cleaning is one part of it, but you are actually improving your productivity and your safety as well. Then come the standardization. Then make this entire process as your habit. Standardize, make the procedures and practices, give the accountability. Okay. And put a schedule, right? Standardization. And then comes the sustaining part of it. Now, what is sustaining part of it? Sometimes, have you heard about the layered audit system? Audit system, maybe various types of audits are there. So layered audit, what is layered audit? I'll give you example of layered audit. Imagine in a company, okay, a machine operator will clean and audit the entire workplace every shift or every day once. Every person, every operator will do it every day. The supervisor will do it every week. Okay. The head of the department will do it every month. And the CEO of the company will do it every 6 months or every 1 year, once in a year. It is called layered audit. So this kind of audits will have a very sustained, what you can say, and you give the accountability, area-wise accountability to the person. And if the rating of the the audit and the housekeeping is very good, housekeeping, safety, productivity, then you can have a reward and recognition program as well. In this way, it becomes the culture of the organization and this proven system. So whenever we go for lean management implementation, 5S becomes a the first practice, which is a foundation pillar practice for any implementation, whether it is Lean Six Sigma, Lean, or TPM, TQM. 5S becomes a very, very important practice over there. Are you clear with these 5 stages? Just give me yes in the chat box. So this is one of the place where earlier place looks like this and the later after changing this. Okay. Class going on. Can this is hackathon class going on? Yeah, this is hackathon only, right? Yeah, this is hackathon, green belt hackathon. Okay. Yes, very good. Now, yeah, the next part is called Pokayoke, the mistake proofing. Now, Pokayoke was earlier, it was not called as mistake proofing. The earlier name for this was foolproof system. Have you heard about foolproof system? Earlier used to hear about, this is a foolproof system. Aap lijiye sir, ye foolproof system. Have you heard about this word called foolproof system? Just type yes in the chat box. Have you heard about foolproof system before this? Foolproof. Yeah. Whenever you are, you are purchasing an equipment, electronic equipment, mechanical equipment, that salesperson used to tell this, that, sir, please take it without any worry. This is a foolproof system. It will not fail. Exactly. So when they use the word foolproof system, it was not FULL full, but we used to understand FULL. That means a complete proof system. The actual spelling is this. Actual spelling is this: foolproof system. FOOL, fool proof system. Now, what is this foolproof system here? According to this, the people invented, see, the basic ideology, basic understanding is people will make mistakes like fools. For example, even after announcing 100 times, please do not cross the railway track when the train is coming, still people will do it. Okay. Or while rotating equipment, people will, people will put the hand in the rotating equipment. So it has to be guarded. So no matter whatever you do, people will make the foolish mistakes. Do not drive after certain, speed limit after 60 or 80, but people will drive at 120, 130, 150. So system has to be foolproof, meaning these kinds of foolish acts also have to be, what you can say, should not be basically, what you can say, impacting as far the safety is concerned and the productivity is concerned. And so Japanese people design these kinds of foolproof. One couple of examples I'll give. Our lifts, whenever we are entering and exiting the lift, the door closing and opening, there's a sensor which basically senses the human movement, and it opens and closes to avoid the accidents, right? Correct? So because if the sensor is not there and people are moving and the door closes, then obviously there will be somebody getting trapped inside, and the limbs, the hand or the legs can get injured. So this is one of the Pokayoke system, or a foolproof system. So later, after a lot of changes in that, they changed the name from foolproof to a mistake proof. So they changed from full, they replaced it to mistake proof. Okay. So this, yes, announcement in metro trains. Okay. So can you give me one or two examples of Pokayoke system or mistake proofing system in your process, or in general you have observed? Type in the chat box, everybody. SIM card. Okay, very good. Aeroplane making, and even aeroplane system as well. Even if a small glitch in any of the system, because in aeroplane there are multiple systems, right? Hydraulic systems and pneumatic systems. Even one system is not failing, because there is a complete system, startup, they do a pilot startup, and once any signal one system gets, then the engine does not start. Okay, it's a complete mistake proofing. All right. That's why you will see lesser amount of accidents in the aeroplane, rather than on the roads. Okay, because the system is very much, what you can say, mistake proofed than the roadways or the cars. Okay. Yes. So SIM card, very good. SIM card, traffic lights, very nice. ATM cash withdrawal, color coding, feedbacks. Okay. And even if you can design very simple system like a form you create, and if you give the command that at least 10 digits should be there as far as the telephone number or a mobile number is there. Okay. So if somebody gives 9 number or 10 number, it will show a red signal that this is not the right number, or not enough digits, or more or less number of digits. Okay. So these are all mistake proofing mechanisms, or foolproofing mechanisms, or Pokayoke systems. Okay. So that is also one of the very predominant feature in the improve phase. So everybody, do you remember Scamper? Just give me yes in the chat box. Scamper sabko yaad hai? How many of you remember Scamper? So I'm just going to the next level. Scamper, everybody remembers? In the yellow belt, we discuss about Scamper. SCAMPR. How many of you remember Scamper? Okay, some of the guests may not remember this. Yeah, let me just quickly touch upon that as well. Scamper, very, very powerful tool, guys. Very, very powerful tool of generating the ideas. Okay. Scamper is a very powerful tool to generate the ideas. And let me just quickly give you the full form of Scamper. Yes, it is used for the brainstorming and generating the ideas. Okay. So Scamper is a full form. Exactly. Shafiq ji, fantastic. So Scamper is the short form of substitute, combine, adapt, modify, put to other use, eliminate, and rearrange or reverse. So when we have the root causes with us, now here we are finding out the, we are finding out the solutions, ideas. Okay. So Scamper can be used as a idea triggering, what you can say, tool. For example, substitute. Okay. During the yellow belt session, I asked you the question. Let's say during the COVID lockdown time, okay, when the lockdown was there, and as a training and a consulting organization, we could not go to the client's place and do the training, coaching, and consulting. So What can we do? Can we substitute travel? Type in a chat box. What can we do to substitute? Let's do this right now. So this is a trigger word, and this is a problem that a lockdown is a root cause. We are not able to do the business. What can we substitute? Remote knowledge transfer. Very good. So online, we can go for online. Absolutely right. Right? We can use platforms like Zoom and technology. Absolutely right. Correct? Another example, if you remember during the yellow belt session I give is, let's say if I drive a SUV car, which consumes a lot of petrol. So my petrol cost, my fuel cost is going high per month. What can I do? How can I substitute this? Or can I combine that with something? Or can I adapt something? Can I modify something in my vehicle? Can I modify something? Very good. Carpooling. So I can adapt carpooling. Very good. What is carpooling? Instead of traveling alone, I can travel together. Okay. Then I can substitute with CNG, or instead of petrol, I can go for CNG, or I can go for EV, which will reduce my vehicle, right? Fantastic. Then I can modify. Yes, I can use the public transportation like metro to reduce this, if it is comfortable, of course. Yes. So these are various triggers which basically generates the idea. Exactly. And nowadays, lot of metro cities, people are using, instead of their own vehicles and getting jammed up in the traffics for hours and hours, better to travel by metros faster. Okay. And it reduces our pollution as well. Anyway, so this is called Scamper. So Scamper generates ideas. Okay. And after we generate ideas, there is very important tool we use that is called as EB metrics. So let me just explain you. Once we generate ideas, all ideas cannot be implemented. So what we do is we actually use EB metrics. Everybody, please write EB metrics in the chat box. EB metrics. Very, very powerful tool. Okay. Very, very powerful tool to reduce the number of ideas or solutions to a manageable numbers. EB metrics. Everybody. EB metrics stands for effort benefit matrix. Okay. Effort benefit matrix. So in this, what we do is, so actually original effort benefit says, give the rating on the scale of 1 to 10 for each and every solution. Okay. Let me explain you. Let me explain you this. But I have made certain modification in this, and I've made it even simpler. So I will teach you the simpler version of this. Let's say I list down all the solution, all the ideas here. Okay. Let's take first idea. The first idea is, and we have to give the rating, ideally the rating to the effort and to the benefit. Now, what is effort? Try to understand this. Effort meaning, what is the effort to implement that idea or the solution? Just to give you an example of this, let's say one solution is giving one awareness program of 15 minutes to our team members. Is the effort high or very low? Effort is very high or very low? Give 15 minutes awareness program to my team members. Is effort is very high or very low? Type in a chat box. Effort बहुत ज़्यादा है क्या? Very low effort, right? Let me write down here. Let me write down low here. Okay. And the benefits to that. So if you implement this, let's say you give awareness to the training to your team members, maybe with that awareness, benefits also will be relatively not very high, but kind of low, I will say. So right now, what I have done, see, original effort benefit matrix asks you to give the rating between 1 to 10 on the scale of 1 to 10, the same. Okay. So instead of that, I eliminate everything. I only give low and high rating. That's it. Tell me the effort is low or effort is high. Okay. I'll give you another example. I will give you another example. Imagine if you have, so let's say second, you might have a solution where the effort is relatively low, but the benefit to your project is very high. So that will come in low and very high. Okay. Why the benefit is low? See, sometimes benefit can be high as well. If the benefit is high, it will go in the second solution category. But in the first example, according to my situation, the benefit is low. 15 minutes के प्रोग्राम में बहुत ज्यादा impact नहीं मिलेगा. It will be a limited impact. So I've given benefit as low. Okay, that's it. Now, in some cases, imagine a situation where, now second example, where the effort, let's say automation is one idea. I have to automate the entire process. So what is the effort? Of course, that will require a lot of money. Okay, so effort will be high or low, type in the chat box. Effort will be, it requires capital expenditure, automation of the entire process, correct? Effort will be high. Can you understand this? Yes. See, training to your team members for 15, 20, half an hour is a low effort activity, and automating your process is the high effort activity. And the benefit also will be very high. Are you understanding this? Correct. And apart from that, there will be fourth category of the solutions where efforts will be high, but benefits may not be that much high. Maybe benefits will be lower. Idea बहुत ज़्यादा expensive है, but benefits may not be that much effective. Okay, so benefits will be low. So these are the four types of categories: low effort, low benefit; low effort, high benefit; high effort, high benefit; and high effort, low benefit. So let's draft them in a graph here. Okay, draw a quadrant, 4 quadrants here. The horizontal quadrant is effort. Vertical axis is benefit. Okay, and let me plot the 4 quadrants like this. Now the first section is low effort, low benefit. It will come here. Low effort, because it is low effort, low benefit, we call them as just do it project, just do it solutions. So those are called just do it because the effort is low, benefit is low, but still do it. Okay, just do it. Don't think much, just implement it. The second category is where the effort is low and the benefit is very high. They are called as must do it. Everybody just type must do it, or just notice down, not type, just notice down. The third category will come here where efforts are very high and the benefits are also very high. Those will be escalated to the top management. You have to escalate to the top management. Okay, for the approval, escalate for the approval. So management will take a call whether to invest in this solution or not. If they take green, if they give green signal, then we implement it. If they give red signal, right now we don't have fund, let's hold it for six months, then you will not implement it. Okay, then the fourth category will be high effort and low benefit. We have to reject these solutions. Are you clear? So we will make action plan for solution number 1, solution number 2, and solution number 3 only after approval. And we will not make action plan for solution number 4. Are you clear with this? Just type yes in the chat box. Yeah, so third solution, how you can take a call. Okay, it depends. You have to engage all the top management people. Okay, you have to engage your operations head, you have to engage your HR, if you have to engage your finance head. Okay, you have to check the cash flow, you have to check the benefit you are going to get out of it. Maybe you can visit certain organizations where this was implemented successfully. And after all these things, you have to take a collective decision whether to go ahead with the decision. Okay, check the return on investment, ROI calculation, देख लीजिए financial. Okay. After all these things, you have to take a call whether to go ahead with that or not. Are you clear with this effort benefit matrix? Just type EB, just type yes in the chat box. Clear, everybody? Just give me yes. Super. Amazing. Now, once this is done, then we make the solution action plan. Then we make the solution action plan, and action plan looks like this. I'll just draw this for you. In the first, all the selected solutions will be there, and every solution will have the activities. For every activity, there will be accountable person. And with the accountable person, there will be a target date. And there will be a status column as well. What is the status? Whether it is in process, completed, not completed. What is the challenge called status? Okay. For example, okay. So, just say one solution is, let's say automation. Example, automation. Automation of the process. Full automation or semi-automation, whatever is the solution. So what are the activities of the automation? Let's say, first of all, identify vendor. Okay, so let's say somebody called Sunil will identify the vendors basically, okay, multiple vendors who are basically into the automation. Then what is the target date? Let's say Sunil will do it in next 10 days. So let's say 18th of May 2025. Okay. After you identify the vendors, then the next step is you take the proposals. Okay. Maybe Anil will take the proposals, and maybe by 22nd, Anil will basically take the proposals. Then evaluate. Okay. Then you have to give the name, then negotiate and finalize. So you have to decide the accountable person and target. So every one solution has to be broken down into number of activities. Every activity there will be accountable person and a target date of completion and a status. Are you clear? Yes, accountable person most probably will be a team member from the team or respective person. You remember asymmetric, responsible, accountable, so you have to use them properly into this. That's why it's a team activity. Clear? Once this action plan is completed, then you have to start taking massive action faster. And as a project leader, as a project manager, you have to just keep a tab. Okay, so Sunil's target date is 18. So maybe you have to take a stock of the situation from Sunil maybe 2 times before 18. Don't ask Sunil on 18. You better ask him on 10th. You better ask him on 14th. And then you can better, so you also get the check on the progress. Don't wait for Sunil to come on 18 and tell you, okay, I just completely forgot, or I was on leave, or, I have some other priorities, etc. So keep a tab on this. So as a project leader, you have to have a follow-up system as well, parallelly working with this, and write down, your on your diary, or, your reminder app, if you're using some reminder app as well. Put some reminder app, or put on your diary, so that you can follow up. Kya hai? Just send a message, send an email, send a call, or give a call. That's a simple follow. Are you clear with the action plan? Just type yes in the chat box. Super clear, everybody? See the flow, how we are going through the flow. And once the action plan is done, that's the end of our improve phase, and we start getting some results. Okay. At this point now, let's take a quick break of 10 minutes. It's already 8:22 right now. We will be back at 8:32, and then I will give you some update, some special update for the guests as well as for the paid member of the community. I have some special thing to share today. And after that, I will come to the control phase, and then I will discuss about the examination procedure. Clear, everybody? Yes. So as every day, just take the break, relax yourself for 10 minutes. And once you are back, just type I'm back on my seat in the chat box, so that we will start our next session. All right. All the best. I'll see you on the other side. Bye-bye. Okay, everybody just type, I'm back in the chat box. I'm just waiting for the confirmation. Yes, waiting for all the people to confirm. Are you back on your seat again? Just give me yes in the chat box. Yes, 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 yes. Superb, superb. Okay. All right. Now I've got a couple of messages here. The first message is, how many of you are the guests right now? The guests attending this live, hackathon in this room. Just type G in the chat box. G is the guest. Guests are the people who are not the paid member of SNG. Just type G in the chat box. You are attending this live session, live hackathon. Okay. Super. Okay. A lot of people are there. Okay. So, uh, let me give you again some heads up, because after this, so whatever I've covered, so today whatever recap I've done, I believe it has connected all the dots, right? And whatever I've covered here in this entire, and of course I'm yet to cover some part of it, but that is something which we are going to basically, use it for our certification examination. Okay, so now the people, of course, the paid members have already got registered for. Some of them are for, and most of them are for green belt, black belt, and some of them are from master black belt as well. But for you guys right now, okay, if you remember day one, and even in our invitation, we had one FAQ given to you as well. If you are willing to go for the certification examination and get yourself Lean Six Sigma certified, plus if you want to go for, the course content of that as well, complete course content, which is much greater, much in detail than the hackathon. Hackathon is, a fast track kind of a course. But if you want a complete course plus a Minitab software, plus if you want the live sessions, coaching sessions, see, because understand this, Lean Six Sigma is a deeper concept which requires a lot of practice, lot of deliberation, lot of, what you can say, discussions, coaching, handholding. And if you want the CSSC accredited certifications as well, everything, we have given you one super offer right from your day one, that you just have to, if you want to, see, this entire course is completely free for you. Okay. But if you want all these things, plus there are certain bonuses as well. If you remember, I have already given you this offer that you just need to make the payment of 4,999 plus GST. Okay. Right now, before the examination happens. So I've just posted this link on the day one. I'm just again posting this link right now in front of day one. There were 6 people who registered, who were guests and registered for this program, and they are now our paid member. This is only for the green belt certification. Okay. Along with that, majority of the people sitting here are already registered for green plus black belt certification as well, and that offer is only at rupees 9999 plus GST. All right, so you can absolutely, yes, so the link, both the links are there in the chat. If you want to get yourself certified into Lean Six Sigma, which is internationally accredited, if you want the full access, lifetime access of Minitab, etc., this is something, is your offer. Are you clear with you? This is for green belt. This is for the green belt certification, and this is green belt plus black belt certification. Both certifications are different. Black belt is the advanced course, the advanced tools what we are learning. There are a lot of advanced tools we are going to learn in the black belt level. Are you clear with this? Just type yes in the chat box. And if you wish to go for the examination, just make sure that you are already a paid member, and the examinations, the details, etc., will be given to all the paid members only. Are you clear with this? Just type yes in the chat box, especially all the guests who are sitting in the room right now. Clear hai this? This is clear? Just give me yes in the chat box so that I can move to my, paid community who are there as well. Clear? Fantastic. So yes, EMI option is also available. As I said earlier, credit card EMI options are absolutely available. Okay. So whoever wants to go for it, please go for it. And I will be announcing your name. Just check, give me the confirmation in the chat that I have made the payment, and I'm ready for the examination. Okay. So the moment you make the payment, you will get all this access. Okay. Course, there are a lot of bonuses as well. Okay. Mini tab access will be there, the live session, and you'll be added in the community. And in the community, you will get a lot of details about live sessions, as well as you can connect with other team members as well. Okay, super. So on this note, I have now the second announcement, which is the biggest announcement of the evening, and it is for our already paid members. And the announcement is this. Okay, so let me just quickly share my screen right now with you guys so that I can make this announcement. Okay, now I have so Prem Shankar ji, I think this is something to do with your I think the laptop का कुछ issue लग रहा है मुझे, इधर laptop का issue या फिर your Zoom का issue. Okay, it is not issue of from this, because otherwise other people also will have the same challenge, right? कोई IT person है, you have any IT person in your team or nearby, maybe in your family, neighborhood, maybe you can just consult with that person. Why is I'm having this black screen, right now I have black screen right now, but you are anyways getting black screen when I was writing on the whiteboard as well. Okay, anyways, coming back to the people who are the paid members, can you just type me in the chat box if you're already a green and black belt admission taken paid member? Just type me in the chat box, everybody. Yes, superb. Okay, so paid members is in majority today. Okay, so this favorite announcement is for you. Okay, see, paid members, we give whenever you register for Lean Six Sigma Green Belt and Black Belt, we give you a complete 1 hour access, 1 year access to our to our courses and all the sessions. Okay, Minitab will remain with you for lifetime. That is absolutely right. But let me just reiterate. If you remember, yeah, is my voice clear? Vijay Lakshmi, is it not audible? Audible, everybody? Is it clear? Just give me yes in the chat box. आवाज आ रहा है मेरा? Okay. Vijay Lakshmi, what about you? Are you still not getting my voice clearly? Yeah, rest of the people are saying, okay, very low voice, is it? Okay. Can you start this? Super. Now listen to me very carefully, guys. So if you remember during the yellow belt session, I just covered this. Black belt and master black belt basically master black belt make 45 lakhs per annum. Okay, it's the average salary. If you go abroad, it comes to 1.5 to 2.5 CR per annum. And if you want to start your own consulting and make 50 lakhs to 3 CR per annum, like what a lot of our mentees, okay, and we also started in the same path. If you want to hit this number as a consultant in this entire thing, and there is a huge requirement, guys. Today only I was speaking with one of the very giant conglomerate, and they want us to, teach their all what you can say tier 1 suppliers, okay, into this Lean Six Sigma and other. So there is huge requirement. Even we cannot able to cater that much of bandwidth. Even we don't have. Okay. So understand this. If you want to start this consulting, Master Black Belt certification will be a real added advantage for you. Okay. And if you remember, I told you that this is a Glassdoor screenshot which says Master Black Belt salary in India is on an average 39 lakhs per annum. This is the average base salary. If you add the additional cash component, it becomes, it is 4.5 lakh rupees. So the total is 39 to 45 lakhs rupees. This is the range of Master Black Belt salaries. And if you see, Amazon gives 42 lakhs on an average salary. Genpact gives around 38 lakhs up to 38 lakh rupees. WNS gives from 40 to 44 lakh rupees. So these are some of the numbers from Glassdoor. So if you want to continue as as a Master Black Belt in an organization, so you can grow faster, you can go to the top management faster. Okay. Or if you want to start your own consulting business, you have an opportunity to go ahead as well. Okay. Now you can see here 9,000 jobs of Master Black Belt available as well. Okay. So if you see here, a lot of 10 to 15 lakhs, 15 to 25, 25 to 50, 50 to 75 lakhs, a lot of ranges of Master Black Belt jobs are available on Naukri.com. Okay, if you search. Now, I'll not go this. Now, if I give you a something very special offer. Now, Master Black Belt, we give it for 30,000 plus GST. Let me be very clear. Okay, the price for Master Black Belt is 30,000 plus GST. Okay, but if you are interested for the very serious people who see the potential into this, okay, in Lean Six Sigma, if that resonates, if my teaching resonates, if you see the potential in this, all right, and of course we are integrating AI into this as well, it will become even more powerful. Okay, so how many of you would be interested to upgrade to Master Black Belt if I give you a super special offer today? Just type me in the chat box. Just type me in the chat box. Wow. Amazing. Now, for the live audience, generally we give this offer to the live audience of Hackathon. Okay, this is only Hackathon special offer, and the offer is this. See, market price is 75,000 per GST, but we provide this at 30,000 per GST only. But for today, what we are giving, you don't have to invest 30,000 per GST. What you need to do is just invest 9,999 plus GST. Again, the similar to what your green belt and black belt, and you can grab this opportunity with this is the bigger one, with lifetime membership of SNG. How many of you are mind blown with this? Just type MB in the chat box. So this is a special offer I'm offering to all my paid community members. Upgrade yourself for MBB right now and get connected with SNG for lifetime. Yes, it is absolutely mind-blowing. Now, you just have to click on the link and you will get upgraded automatically. Doesn't matter whether you have just taken admission or you have already a black belt completed, certified. Okay? Yes? So, understand this. You can enroll right now and grab this opportunity. Anyway, you have to go through green belt, black belt, and then Master Black Belt. Right now, you are just taking admission. Understand this. You are not directly jumping to Master Black Belt. Okay? आपको green belt, black belt और Master Black Belt इसी flow में जाना है. But you are securing your place and becoming a lifetime member. So these two big opportunities I'm giving you right now. Make this, make this move. Get yourself upgraded to MBB at 9,999 per GST with lifetime membership. And again, you remember we have a 40% referral bonus scheme. How many of you remember? How many of you know 40% referral bonus scheme? How many of you? 40% referral bonus. Yeah, Vijay Lakshmi, but this offer is only given in the in only Hackathon. Okay. Now, this may not be available all the time. Remember this. Only reason is why I'm telling you this, because We want the people who are very sure, very clear in their thinking. The people who are very clear and very sure in their thinking that yes, this is, I like to make the changes in the process. I see, I see the, what you can say, the potential in the future. Let's say in this what turbulent environment, let's say if God na kare, lekin if I lose the job, I have second opportunity to start my own consulting and still make some money out of it. If you're thinking out of that, see, we all have to upgrade our skill set, including me. I'm also upgrading my skill set. I want all of you sitting in this room, I want all of you to upgrade your skill set. Okay, so in Lean Six Sigma, understand this. If you take this offer, understand this, what I'm telling. Yellow belt is completely free of charge. Green belt, black belt, and master black belt plus mini tab. If you calculate all this together, now it will go beyond 2 lakh rupees in the real market price. But if you calculate all these things, you are all getting this at this price, guys, plus of course GST. So all the certifications in Lean Six Sigma with CSSC internationally accredited certification only at 19,999. All the certifications with Minitab included. Are you clear with this offer, guys? Just type yes in the chat box. I'll touch upon referral bonus. A lot of people are asking, please confirm what referral. Are you clear? So you're getting everything with SNG with lifetime membership at 19,999, and you only have to pay right now because already you have paid the 9,999 earlier, correct? You only have to pay 9,999 and grab this opportunity and become a lifetime member and become a master black belt, of course, in the due course of time. And master black belt will take 2 months. After you complete black belt, master black belt will take 2 more months to complete. Okay, so projects, etc., everything I will cover in the master black belt curriculum itself. We have already have enough amount of content in the master black belt and a fantastic content in the master black belt. Okay, it will blow your mind away. Are you clear with this? Yes, I'll give you referral bonus. So referral bonus is nothing but if you refer somebody as a friend, family member, colleague, etc., you get directly 40% cash back in your account. 40%. If somebody comes with the complete master black belt package with 20,000 rupees, you get 40% of it, which is 8,000 rupees. Now you refer 2-3 people, guys, and you get all your investment back. Yes. So you have to do the project in your organization, Manoj. Okay, and we have all the support provided. We have the templates. We have the mentors. Mentors coaching as well available. If you anywhere you stuck, you can get consulted with us. Okay, are you clear with both these offers? For the guest, it is only 4,999 plus GST. For the already paid member, I'm giving you this opportunity to upgrade for the lifetime membership and the master black belt only at 9,999 plus GST. Are you clear? Just give me yes in the chat box. Are you clear? Just give me yes in the chat box. Super. नवनीत जी, आपका पेमेंट आ चुका है फॉर द ग्रीन बेल्ट रजिस्ट्रेशन. आपका पेमेंट आ चुका है. यस, ग्रीन बेल्ट का एक भी डाल दीजिए. बहुत सारे लोग पूछ रहे हैं ग्रीन बेल्ट के बारे में भी. एंड मिस्टर विश्वनाथ चंद्रशेखरन, आपका भी पेमेंट आ चुका है. कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन मिस्टर विश्वनाथ एंड कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन मिस्टर नवनीत. Okay, the people who are paid participants and going for the master black belt, okay, the link will be applicable till end of the day today. I will keep the link live. Okay, so make sure you take the admission and give the what you can say to our mentor's number, or you can give can you just give the can you give me 730 wala number? You can just communicate via 730 wala number. The moment if you make the payment, you will get direct access to the courses as well. Okay, just take a screenshot and share it with us. Okay, okay, clear everybody? So now, right now, let's go back to our control phase and complete this. Then I will update you about how to go about the examination. All right, clear everybody? Just give me yes in the chat box. Haji, you can just absolutely make the payment and go for it. हाँ. Super, yes, done. So our team is giving you 3 links. One is for the green belt, second is for the green and black, and the third one is for the master black belt. Okay, master black belt link only will be applicable for the people who are already registered for the green and black belt. Okay, so black master black belt के लिए black belt is a requirement, black belt के लिए green belt is a requirement. It's very simple. Okay, चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. And as soon as you make the payment, please let me know in the chat, and I'm going to announce your name as well and welcome you to this. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, if you have already the access, then you would have definitely made the payment earlier, Vijaya Lakshmi. Okay, yeah, then you would have already made the payment. Or there was a program we have. No, if you refer 4 people, 4 to 5 people, and then you get. Do we provide the project or required to arrange one? Yes, Shafiq ji, we have, if you don't have the project in your company, we have an arrangement, you can make a project, what you can say, project file. Okay, how to make that project file, we'll give you the coaching for that. So your certification will not wait because you don't have the project to submit. Okay, minimum 2 projects are required. Yes, but you can do it. I'll coach you how to do that. How to collect the data, how to take the data for analysis, because they just want to see whether you're clear in the concept or not. That's the main requirement. Okay. Yes. Green belt and black belts will get the Minitab access. Even green belts also will get the Minitab access. Okay. Mitesh ji. Oh, sorry, Mahesh ji. Mahesh ji, are you clear? Mahesh ji, are you not still member of our community? Mahesh Gupta ji, are you not our member yet? Just give me yes, no in the chat box quickly. No. Okay. Yeah. So there are 3 links. First is green belt, second is green and black, third is green, black, and master black. Okay. So you can choose either of them. No, but the final link will be only for the black belt people. So I think the second link will be the best for you. Okay. So go for it. The credit card access is also, credit card EMI also is available. All right. Chalo, let's move further. Let me go to my whiteboard and start the recording once again and cover the control chart, control phase part, which is very, very important part. So let me start my recording once again. Okay. Yeah. So Vijay Lakshmi, don't worry about the project. Okay. So your certification will not have the requirement of the project for your company, from your company only. And we have only for master black belt, we require to submit 2 projects. For green and black, we don't require any project to submit. Okay. And how to submit a project, I have a special session taken in the master black belt segment, so you can just go through it, follow the process, and you can submit the project. Okay. So step by step, like we are going to the DMAC principle, like this is the only way you have to complete this. Okay. Chalo. So let's yeah, so the people who are making the payment, please let me know in the chat that payment is done, and I'm going to confirm that, and I'm going to announce your name as well. So let's enter into the control phase. The control phase is all about sustenance. Everybody make a note of this. Everybody please type control in the chat box. Control is all about sustenance. Yes, control phase. Once you get the improvement, okay. Yeah, it is a combination of self-paced plus the live coaching, like what we are doing right now, no? Plus we have the live, 2 days, weekly 2 days sessions. We have weekly 2 days session on Monday as well as on Saturday. Okay, Mahesh ji? Monday and on Saturday, we'll meet live every day, 1.5 hour we'll meet for question and answer, etc. And every month we'll have the hackathon like this, green belt hackathon, black belt hackathon. So it will be a complete package for you as a self-paced as well as live coaching as well. Okay. Coming back to the control phase. Now this is completely as the sustenance. Okay. Now, once you implement this, what we do is we have two plans. One is called monitoring plan for the Y. Y is our output, right? Okay. And one is called control plan. Control plan is all for our X's. X's are all our input variables. Okay. All these factors are input variables, which are called control factors. Okay. Now, when we say Y is equal to function of X, as I always give this example, where let's say Y is the test of T, which is depending on sugar, the milk, and the tea powder, etc. So if you want to have the control on test, you have to have control on all the X's, and that is the reason why the control plan is basically prepared. What do we do in control plan? Let me just remove this, and I will just give you a simple control plan right now. Okay. So in the first phase itself, the first column, do you remember? We made SIPOC? How many of you remember SIPOC? We made supplier input, process output, and customer. You remember that for a tea making process, we all made SIPOC. How many of you remember? Yes, SIPOC for the tea preparation, and then we took the break for the tea. So in that, whatever is there in the I column are all input or nothing but the X's. Correct? So what we do is we put all the X's in this column. And then what is the unit of measurement? I'll give you an example of this. Unit of measurement, or UIM. I will call it as UIM rather than unit of measurement. Okay. UIM is unit of measurement, like gram, degree centigrade, etc., etc. Okay. So what is the unit of measurement? Then we have a person. Okay. A person who is accountable. So accountability will be decided, who will basically monitor that factor, and what is the frequency of monitoring. Okay, frequency. Will it be daily? Will it be weekly? Will it be monthly, etc.? What will be the frequency of monitoring? And if any deviation found, what will be the action? What action if deviation found? All right. And the status. Status meaning if action is taken, what is the status of that action? Now, for example, let's take a cup of tea, and I want to standardize. That the taste of the cup of tea at that level. So let's say my first thing is sugar. So sugar is unit of measurement will be in grams. Who will monitor the sugar levels? Maybe Sanjay will monitor the sugar level. What will be the frequency? Every batch, Sanjay will monitor the sugar level. The moment you make the cup of tea, every batch sugar level have to be monitored. Okay. Yeah, there is one more thing, which is control chart also. Okay. What action is something like before that? There is a control chart. Also we monitor. So I will give you some other control charts as well. Okay. Every batch means yes, every time the tea is prepared. Absolutely right. Okay. So batch, for that matter, every tea batch. Okay. So in between, after frequency, there is a control chart as well. Okay. Time log out and log in, but screen is not showing bank. Prem Shankar ji, aap wo chhod dijiye and connect on the mobile phone. Just connect on the mobile phone. That will be better. There is some problem with your laptop right now. That's what it looks like. Because from here, I have got 3 screens right now. My laptop is there, and there are 2 screens in front of me. So all the 3 screens are running absolutely fine. Okay. Coming back to what action if deviation. Let's say, for example, if sugar level is decided to be, imagine it is up to 10 grams, but Sanjay found that the sugar level has dropped down to maybe 7 grams. So immediately Sanjay will escalate, okay, escalate to management. I'm just giving you example, okay? Then what management will do? Immediately the quality manager will take the corrective action. From 7 grams, it will increase the quantity to 10 grams immediately. Okay? Yes? Everybody? Super. Okay, let me just give you that link quickly. Just a second. Just let me give you. Just give me a second. Okay, just give me a second. All right. Now, once it is escalated to the quality manager, then the manager will take the corrective action. So the status will be maybe corrective action or maybe preventive action, corrective and preventive action. That will be immediately the next step. So this is called the control plan, guys. For every input variable which are critical, where we have to put a very strong, what you can say, checks. Wherever my test is going to falter, wherever my test is going to be changing, those kinds of factor I have to monitor very closely. Are you clear, guys? Just type yes in the chat box. So this is called the control plan. Are you clear? Just give me yes in the chat box. Yeah, instead of status, can we put the heading as yes, yes, you can give absolutely yes. Say I've just given you a format. Okay. See, all the formats you can just change and modify according to your requirement, guys. Okay. Yes, there are different control charts for different scenarios, which I'm going to cover right now. In the control chart, what type of control chart? There are different control charts. Okay. Yesterday, we only studied one control chart, the basic control chart called I chart. Remember that? Now I am going to explain you the remaining control chart, the total 7 control charts we have. Seven. Okay. So remaining 6 control charts we are going to cover right now. Are you clear till now? Just type yes in the chat box. So control phase is all about controlling all the critical factors with the very stringent, what you can say, monitoring and accountability and capturing on this control plan. Okay, done. Now I'm just covering what are the different types of control charts we have. Everybody make a note of this. So if you have, yeah, Debashish ji, your payment is also through. Congratulations. 4 people have made the payment. Let me, Navneet ji, you have made payment. Vishwanath ji, Shruti ji, and Debashish ji. Your 4 people have made the payment. Congratulations. And, for the lifetime members. Okay, Navneet ji is for the green belt. Sorry. Vishwanath ji, Shruti, and Debashish, congratulations for the lifetime membership. Okay. And the master. Welcome to the master black belt. Okay. So, I'm talking about the control charts now. Control charts. Now, when we have continuous data, okay, and see, it's a 1 year, it's a 1 year axis. Maheshji, it's a 1 year axis. Okay. Continuous data, we have I chart, X bar R chart, and X bar S chart. Okay. And if we have the discrete data with us, let's draw this table. I will explain you. Just draw this table along with me so that what is this from here? Master black belt. Go for master black belt, Mahesh ji. Yes. See, earlier we used to give this, but nowadays what happens is, I'll tell you the reason, Mahesh ji. Okay, just draw this diagram. I'll tell you the reason. Earlier we used to give the lifetime access to the green belt and black belt as well. But people used to relax then. Okay, lifetime hai, kabhi bhi kar lenge. Then we have put it to 1 year. Now people have started completing, the green belt, black belt on time because of that time, pressure. That's the reason. And master black belt, of course, it takes time and you will be in the touch. That's the reason we have changed the scenario. Okay. Now there are two C and U and NP and P. Okay. Everybody just make this table like this, whatever we have made. Yes, yes, yes. This is a link for you given already in your chat. It will cover everything with lifetime membership. Yes. So green belt, black belt, master black belt with Minitab access with a lot of other bonuses are also there. Okay. Have you taken this? Just give me yes in the chat box. So let me explain you this as you are taking down now. When it comes to discrete data, discrete data, yes, no, pass, fail, go, no go. It's called discrete data. And continuous data, we all know that weight, height, temperature, pressure, all these are continuous data which can be expressed in decimals as well. So yesterday we have already seen I chart. Today I will cover X bar R and X bar S chart as well. Okay. Now let's come to discrete data. Before that, let me explain you discrete data. What is discrete data? Now in discrete data, there are two options. One is defect and other is defective. How many of you remember during DPMO explanation, I give you differentiation between a defect and a defective. Defective is a complete product, and in that product, there could be multiple defects. How many of you remember that? Just give me yes in the chat box. How many of you remember during DPMO explanation, I explained this concept of defect and defective. Okay, I drew that shirt manufacturing, exactly, shirt example. And in the shirt, so shirt is a defective. Now understand this. If you are having the complete unit checked and rejected, okay, now the moment you have a constant lot size, lot meaning the sample size, if you are taking constant sample, for example, if you are taking every shift 50 shirts, constant, no matter what, constant sample size, then we go for NP chart. This chart we will use. And the second option is variable lot size. If your sampling size varies, let's say today you make 100 shirts, so you will only take 10 samples. Tomorrow you make 200 shirts, maybe you will take 20 samples. So your lot size will vary according to the production or some other norms. Then you go for P chart. P chart is used when the sample size is varying. Okay. On the other side, instead of defective, if you are counting the defects, number of defects, okay, the stain and the button missing, if you're counting the defects with constant sample size, go for C chart. If the sample size is variable, go for U chart. Now, is it clear with you? Just take a screenshot of this. Now, what data are you collecting, Vijay Lakshmi? If you are collecting the defective data, then go for NP chart or P chart. If you are collecting the data of number of defects, then go for C chart and U chart. Clear? Single defect? No, no. So data, what are you capturing in your records? In your data records, what are you capturing? Are you saying that my one shirt is defective, or are you capturing button missing? If you are capturing button missing, that means you are capturing the defect data. If you are capturing shirt rejected, then you are capturing a defective data. Are you clear the differentiation? So it depends on what data are you capturing in your system. Accordingly, you have to select the chart. Everybody clear with this? Just give me a yes in the chat box. Clear hai? Yes. I'll repeat once again. Just go back to the shirt example. I'll take the same example so that you guys can easily appreciate. Okay. Remember, I drew this shirt yesterday. ऐसे कुछ तो था, right? Okay. And these are the buttons. Let's say, for example, if I'm checking the shirt and I'm accepting or rejecting the complete shirt. So the shirt, if I reject the shirt, that will fall in the defective category. Okay. Now, if I check, understand this, if I check every shift 50 shirts, no matter what, that is the constant sample size, I will go for NP chart. Constant sample size, NP chart. If one day I take 50 shirts, second day I take 30 shirts, third day I take 10 shirts for checking, that is variable sample size, variable lot size, that I will go for P chart. Are you clear? Priti, are you clear with this? Just give me yes in the chat box. Defective is clear. If I'm rejecting the complete shirt. Now on this defect side, come to this column. Instead of shirt, I'm counting, button missing. I'm counting the number of stains. I'm counting the stitches defect, stitching defect. If I'm counting the defects instead of complete shirt defective, then I will either go for C meaning for the constant lot size. I will go for C chart here. I will go for C chart, this one. Okay. If my sample size is varying, then I will go for U chart. Simple. So what data do you have? What data do you have? It depends on that. If you are capturing defective data, it will be NP and P chart. If you are capturing defect data, it will be C chart and U chart. Very simple. So it depends on what are you capturing in your records. Are you clear now with this? Just give me yes in the chat box. Super, super. Now let's do some exercises. Let me do some exercise, and that will clear a lot of, Okay, so I'm just sharing one file, and you know what? This is the same file which we used yesterday for our multiple reasons. Okay, chocolate weight wala file. Okay, the same file hai, usko hi use karenge. Sample is either same or varying size. Yes, sample size meaning the number of samples. Constant meaning every day you are taking same sample. No matter what, you are taking 50, 50, 50, 50, 50. So that means the constant lot size. If someday you take 50, someday you take 40, someday you take 30, that means a variable lot size. So it depends on that. Okay, can you open this file, please? Quickly. And let me know the file open. The name of the file is iChart X bar R and X bar S. Open. Just give me yes in the chat box. Let me share this file as well. Okay, if you have the yesterday's file, that also will do. Okay, the chocolate weight wala file na wo bhi chalega. If you are not able to open this file, maybe I will give you the chocolate weight wala file as well. Okay, let me give you Yeah, this is the same file. Huh? By the way, the name of the file is different. Yes, sample size will be important for the selection of the chart. Absolutely right. Clear? Open, everybody? Wow, fantastic. Dr. Gupta, congratulations. Welcome on board. यस और किसी ने पेमेंट किया है बट नाम अभी तक मैंने अनाउंस नहीं किया है, ऐसा कोई है तो लेट मी नो इन द चैट बॉक्स. ओके, या इट इज शोइंग दैट. सुपर. ओके शफीक जी, यू आर ऑल्सो डन. फैंटास्टिक, कांग्रेचुलेशंस, वेलकम ऑन बोर्ड. ओके, हो गया ओपन फाइल. Okay, chalo. So let's try to understand the same file, chocolate weight. So yesterday we only discussed about this part. Okay, the the first column part only, right? Let's discuss this sample. What is sample column? Sample meaning, imagine there is a chocolate factory on the conveyor, the chocolates are going. As a quality specialist, as a quality executive, you are just taking the 10 chocolates. So they have taken 10 chocolates in a lot. Okay. When you are taking, now this is a continuous data, right? Weight is a continuous data. So we are going to use, so if you remember yesterday, I spoke about eye chart. What was that? I'll just quickly do it. Stat, control chart, individual. Okay. So then we enter chocolate weight and say, okay. And this eye chart was prepared. Now let me share with you some another chart which is called as X bar R chart. Now because this is a subgroup, what is subgroup? When you have only individual chocolates taken, one chocolate at a time, that is called individual chart or eye chart. Are you clear? Individual chart or eye chart. When you are taking individual chocolate weight. But whenever you are taking a group of chocolates together, that is called a subgroup. Okay. In that case, if the sample size is less than 10, go for X bar R chart. Let me explain you first. X bar R chart. When you have less than 10 samples, and if you have more than 10 samples, we go for X bar S chart. Okay. If greater than 10 samples in one group. All right. Yes. So हाँ शफीक जी, आपका भी कंफर्मेशन आ चुका है. कांग्रेचुलेशंस, वेलकम ऑन बोर्ड. ओके. एंड डॉक्टर गुप्ता आपका भी. यस. सो कमिंग बैक टू this. So coming back to this, what is X bar? X bar is the mean. So what they will do actually, for the first 10 samples like this, they will take first the average, which is X bar, let's say X bar 1. And for the same sample, they will check the range as well. So instead of what you can say, uh, one graph, basically we are getting two graphs here. One is X bar and other one is the range graph. Range meaning highest minus lowest. If you remember, so out of these 10 samples, what is the highest reading? What is the lowest reading? That is the range of the samples. Are you clear? So first it will capture X bar. Second, it will capture R. Let's say whatever is the average and whatever is the range. Then the second one, the second 10 samples, they will capture X2 bar and R2. R2 is the second range. Yeah, Maheshji, have you made the payment? If yes, let me know in the chat box. Have you made the payment for master black belt or green belt and black belt? Okay, you have taken the entire thing. So fantastic. Let me confirm that in a while. Are you clear, guys? So एक बार हम लोग करके देखते हैं. That will give us more clarity on this. Okay. So एक बार करके देखते हैं x bar r and then it will be x bar s as well. X bar s as well. Okay. Yes, Maheshji confirm. Congratulations, Maheshji, for becoming the master black belt as well as the lifetime member as well. Congratulations. Okay, now look at this. So here we go. So let me go to the, just a second. Let me go to stat, control chart, variable chart for subgroup x bar r. Yes. So x bar r we are getting 2 chart, x bar s also we are getting 2 charts. Okay. So here we go. Stat, control chart, variable chart for subgroup x bar r. Everybody just follow this process. Stat, control charts, variable charts for subgroup x bar r. Just click on that. In this space, you have to select chocolate weight. In the subgroup size, you have to select the sample. That's it. Okay. I repeat once again, go to stat, control charts, variable charts for subgroup. The first option is x bar r. Okay. Click on x bar r. In this space, double click on chocolate weight. And the subgroup size, just double click on sample and click on OK. And this chart will appear. Everybody got this chart? Just give me yes in the chat box. So here we have got 2 charts here. This is the X bar chart and this is the R chart. One is showing the central tendency. If you remember, mean mode made in the central tendency, and range variance standard deviation is the dispersion. Got it, everybody? Just give me yes in the chat box. Yes? Anybody behind, please let me know. I'll come back once again. Maheshji, you will get all the details today itself. Before you go to bed, you will receive all the details today. Okay? Maheshji ko number वगैरह दे दीजिए. Super. Got it? Everybody got it? Just give me yes in the chat box. So let's understand this. So the first dot here is x1 bar. The first 10 ka average is this graph, is this dot. Second 10 ka average is this dot. The third 10 ka average is this x bar. Are you clear with this first graph? And here if you observe, it says x double bar. X double bar. Why it is calling x double bar? Because it is every dot itself is an average of 10 samples. And this middle line is average of averages. That's why it is called x double bar. Are you clear with this? Just type yes in the chat box. Are you clear why it is called as x double bar? Not clear, Vijay Lakshmi? Yeah, I'll repeat again. See, what is this first dot? See, total samples are actually 120. We have total, understand this, 12 samples of 10 chocolate each. So we have 120 chocolates total. Okay. So first sample, we have 10 chocolates. So what is the average weight of this? So this is the dot, which will be around 41.2, something like that. So this is the dot of average of first 10 chocolates. Average of second 10 chocolate, this is the average. Got it? Average of third 10 chocolate, this is the average. Does always X bar take average of 10 samples? No. It depends on what you have decided in the data. If your sample size is 5, So in your sample, if you remember, you selected a column called sample. So it will collect the data from there. Whenever you say 11111, that is sample number 1. I'll show you the data once again. Okay, just go back to the data. I'll show you the data once again. This is the data right now. See the data here. When we say 11111, that means the software understands that this is sample number 1, 10 chocolates. Clear? When we say, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, these are the 10 chocolates of sample number 2. When we have 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, it is 10 chocolates of sample number 3, and so on and so forth till the 12 samples of total 120 data points. Are you clear with the data right now? Just give me yes in the chat box. Clear hai with this data? Super clear? Everybody clear hai? Fantastic. Super. Now going back to the X bar R chart. Okay. So similarly, the bottom chart is the range chart. Okay. So in the first 10 chocolates, which is the first sample, there must be highest chocolate weight minus the lowest chocolate weight, right? So highest chocolate weight and the lowest chocolate weight. There will be 2 chocolate weights. Correct, no? So highest minus lowest is the range. You remember yesterday we spoke about range is highest minus lowest. Correct? So range is showing the so we have 12 subgroups of 10 each. Absolutely right, Preeti. You are absolutely right. So this is the range of first sample. This is the range of second sample. This is the range of third sample, and they have collected the data. And now this is called range bar, R bar, which is the average of all the ranges. And then you have upper control and lower control. See, you don't have to worry about this. Just select the right control charts. If you have more than 10 samples, if you're less than 10 samples, go for X bar R. If you have more than 10 samples, go for X bar S. What is S? S stands for standard deviation. Similar to X bar R, there will be X bar S. Instead of range chart here, there will be standard deviation. S meaning standard deviation. Okay. So, are you clear? So, what needs to be checked? Do we have any special cause variation? Because it's a control chart. Do we have any special cause variation here? Just type yes or no in the chat box. Any special cause variation? Type yes or no in the chat box. Everybody, think about it. Understand my question. Do we have any special cause variation? Do you remember what is special cause variation? If any process data going beyond control limit, that is called special cause variation. And all, this is called special cause variation. If the data is between this upper and lower control, it is called common cause variation. Now you tell me, do we have any special cause variation in both these graphs? Everybody, do we have any special cause variation in both these graphs? The answer is no. Clear? So the process is a stable process. The process is a stable process. Are you clear? This is how the continuous data. So if you have individual data, go for X bar, I chart. If you have sample data, then go for less than 10 sample, go for X bar R. More than 10 sample, go for X bar S. Now let me show you X bar S quickly. Okay. The same way, you don't have to copy again. The same data, instead of X bar R, just one below that, X bar S. महेश जी, आप इमीडिएटली नेक्स्ट वाले येलो बेल्ट सेशन में आपको हम लोग एनरोल कर लेंगे. ओके, आवर टीम विल गिव यू द डेटा, डिटेल्स ऑफ इट. आप नेक्स्ट वाला जो सेशन है ना, उसमें आप एनरोल हो सकते हो. ठीक है. In my chart, it's showing out of range. So if it is out of range, then the data would be something different. Okay. Then that is the, what you can say, out of control process. If it is showing out of that data point. Clear? Now, if you click on X bar S, the same process. If you have more than 10 samples, okay, you have 20 samples per sample per subgroup. You are collecting 15 chocolates or 12 chocolates or 20 chocolates. Then you go for X bar S. So select chocolate weight and select the samples, the same procedure. Click on OK. And X bar S is also similar to X bar R. So let me just put both the charts beside each other. Look at this. Okay, let me explain you. So here, when you have less than 10 samples and when you have more than 10 samples. Are you clear, guys? Less than 10 samples and more than 10 samples, you have got this X bar R and X bar S chart. Okay, so here also the same thing. You just have to check whether any process data is going beyond control limit. If yes, then it will be. हाँ, उनको दे दीजिए. Yes. Clear, everybody? Just give me yes in the chat box. Some 10 or some 20. No, better to take the same constant sample size. Okay, sample size should be constant. Generally we what do you say, we keep. All right, yes, clear hai everybody? Now sample size different है तो मैं अलग से चार्ट दिखाता हूं when it comes to discrete data. वो चार्ट आप यूज कर सकते हो. ऑलराइट, यहां तक समझ में आ गया? क्लियर है? जस्ट गिव मी यस इन चैट बॉक्स. X bar R and X bar S. Very good, very good. Let me quickly share the discrete charts for you as well. Discrete charts भी हम लोग यूज करते हैं. Okay, so let me share with you first chart, which is, let's say, C chart. So let me share a C chart file with you. Now we will practice the C chart. Then the remaining charts also we will practice. Okay, so here is the C chart for you. Okay, when do we use C chart? Whenever. So I'm just opening the C chart. C chart ka file diya hai, just click on that, it will open. So whenever we have defect data and constant sample size, defect data and constant sample size, we go for C chart. See, don't worry about remembering this. You don't have to remember this. Okay, understand it first. First understand it. You can always refer the table. Whenever while taking the decision, just refer the table. It is given in your curriculum. I have already plotted that table with you as well, for you as well. Just refer the table. Don't get confused. कोई भी remember करने की जरूरत नहीं है. So how do I remember these? कौन सा chart कब use करना है? Don't worry. Collect the data, open the table, check what is applicable and select that. Okay. With continuous data, we have I chart, X bar R, X bar S. 3 chart hai. And for discrete data, we have C chart, U chart, NP chart, P chart. That's 4 chart hai. 7 total charts we have to just keep in mind. That's it. Okay. Now look at this. Here we have the question paper. We have the question paper. Now question paper, the question numbers will be same. The same question numbers will be there, right? You cannot have some student will have 20 questions, other student will have 25 questions. So the sample is absolutely constant. Okay. Now understand this. In the question paper, imagine there are 10 questions. So how many defect opportunities are there? Type in the chat box. How many defects can come if there are 10 questions? Type in the chat box, guys. Everybody type in the chat box. There are 10 questions in the question paper. How many defects can come? 10 defects. Yes. Somebody can make all the defects. Yes or no? So if we are counting the number of defects or error, that is the defect count or the error count. And if I am checking the entire question paper and I am saying that pass or fail, that means it is the defective. If I'm collecting the data of pass and fail, it's a defective data. That means if I'm collecting the data of fail, how many question paper failed the examination? That means I'm collecting the data of defective. The entire question paper is defective if it failed. Okay. And if I'm collecting the data of errors, that means I'm collecting the data of defects. Are you clear this differentiation? Are you clear with this? Just type yes in the chat box. Just give me yes. So in this case, this is I'm counting the errors. That means I'm counting the defects here. Okay. Yeah, don't worry. Initially, it might sound a little confusing. If I'm checking, counting how many errors that person is making, I'm actually counting the defects, right? If I'm just checking whether he is passed or failed, that is a defective. That's entire unit. I'm talking about the entire paper. Okay. So let's go for our C chart. So how we'll find the C chart? Go to stat, control chart, the attribute chart and C chart. Just follow this, please. Attribute chart is nothing but a discrete chart. Okay. Discrete and attribute are the same thing. Yeah, guys, if you're making the payment, please just closely watch here, because it will be applicable for your questionnaire. Okay, for your examination. Okay, बाद में आप पेमेंट कर लीजिए. हाँ जी, एक बार लिंक दे दीजिए. लॉट ऑफ पीपल आर आस्किंग फॉर द लिंक. ब्लैक बेल्ट वाला लिंक दे दीजिए और ग्रीन बेल्ट वाला भी, और इफ पॉसिबल तीनों भी दे दीजिए. बट गाइज डू इट लेटर, जस्ट फोकस हियर. Stat, control chart, attribute chart, C chart. Just click on that. Now you have to select errors here. Because the sample size is constant, don't worry about anything else. Just click on OK. And you will get this chart. Okay. Now, look at this. There are three areas where more than 10 errors, almost 10 errors are done. That means this process is not stable. It is unstable process. Are you clear? So you just have to select the chart and check how many data points are out. If it is out, that is a special cause variation. Process is not stable. Stability check failed. Stability test failed. Clear है? हाँ, डोंट वरी महेश जी, आपको बिफोर एंड ऑफ द डे, बिफोर यू गो टू बेड, आपको हम लोग सब भेज देंगे. डोंट वरी. लॉगिन क्रेडेंशियल एक्सेट्रा. यू वुड हैव रिसीव्ड अ ईमेल. ईमेल आपको मिला होगा admin@sparengaming.com से. चेक योर इनबॉक्स, चेक योर स्पैम, चेक योर प्रमोशन. तीनों में से आपको मिलेगा इनबॉक्स, स्पैम, प्रमोशन. ओके, हाँ, वो सभी मिलेगा आपको. सो यू कैन रीसेट दैट एवरीथिंग, बट वी विल शेयर विथ यू all the details. Okay, super. Got it, guys? Now let's come to the next part, which is if you have the defective data with constant. Okay, defective data, that is called NP chart. So I'm just giving you NP chart example. Just click on that and open that example, NP chart. And let me also open that NP chart. Once you have opened, let me know. So when do we use NP chart? When we have constant sample size but a defective data. Okay. So here we go. Let me open NP chart for you. Click on that and open that. Once opened, just type open the chat box. NP chart is used when the constant sample size with defective data. Opened? Just give me yes in the chat box. Let me share my screen as well. All right, open this. Fantastic. Now look at this. So here you have got some samples of 50, 50, 50, which is very constant sample size. And here out of 51 defective. Out of 51 defective, 2 defective, 0 defective. So defective data is there. Okay, yes. So NP chart I'm showing you right now. So go to stat, control charts, attribute chart, NP. So all the attribute chart are in this. Attribute meaning discrete. All the 4 charts are available over here. P chart, U chart, C chart, NP chart. All these charts are available here. Select this. Stat, control chart, attribute chart, NP. Just select NP. In the variable, select count. In the subgroup size, select sampled. Count को select करो variable में. सब ग्रुप में सैंपल्ड कॉलम को सिलेक्ट करो, क्लिक ऑन ओके, and you will get this graph which is showing fairly consistent. Now understand this, there is lower control limit at 0. Why it is 0? Because see, it is proportionate na, one defect, one defective out of 50, two defective out of 50, or zero defective out of 50. When it comes to zero defective, that means zero, right? 0 divided by 50 is 0. So actually that's why the lower control limit is stopping at 0 only. It is not going below that. But if you have, let's say, temperature, imagine temperature. Now temperature data can go to minus as well. You can have minus 10 degree, minus 15 degree as well. In that case, lower control limit can go below 0 as well. But in case of discrete data, it will never go below 0 because the proportion cannot become negative. Meaning you cannot have below 0 value. It can be 0 or above 0. Are you clear with this? Just type yes in the chat box. So right now this process is said to be a stable process. Nothing is going above and below the control limits. And 0 hai to better hai na? If some points are touching 0, that means good, 0 defective. It's a good process. It should not be above upper control. Above upper control hai to problem hai fir process mein. Process is not stable. Done everybody with NP chart? Just type yes in the chat box if you have done with this. So let me give you the next chart, which is the U chart. So I'm just giving you the graph of U chart right now. Now U chart is used. Now this is very interesting. When you do the U chart, it will be very interesting. U chart, when we will be using U chart, when we have variable sample size. Okay. Super. So let me open U chart as well. Once you open, let me know in the chat box that U chart is open. So, open guys. So let me explain. Meanwhile, the moment it is opening, I'm just explaining you the data. So here, the data is, there is a big 5-star hotel, and in the 5-star hotel, there is a quality inspector. Okay. Now he inspects the room and counts the defects. Now the defects in the 5-star hotel could be if the bed is not properly done, if the toilet is not properly cleaned, okay, or some kind of small litter is there on the floor. That's called defect. So let's say first day he has inspected 14 rooms on the hotel and he found 16 defects. Second day 8 rooms he inspected and he found 16 defect again. The third day he inspected 12. So understand this, every day he is inspecting very different number of rooms. That's what variable lot size. Okay. And with defects, okay, he's inspecting the defects in every room, how many defects he's counting. Okay. So in that scenario, we use U chart. How do we use U chart? Go to stat. Yes. How 16 and 8? No, 8 rooms now. See, 8 rooms inspected. Out of 8 rooms, 16 defects found. These are defect, not defective. Defective would be complete rooms, but defect can be many. Correct? Yes. So Vijay Lakshmi is asking, how come 8 defects and 16? So in the first step as well, no? 14 rooms and 16 defects. Because every room will have maybe 10, 15, 20 defect opportunities, right? Very good. So, So 16, yes, 16 issues or 16 challenges or 16 defects they found. Okay. So go to stat, the same thing, control chart, attribute chart, and U chart. Okay. Attribute charts में U chart को select करो. Select U chart here. In the variable, you have to select the defect. Okay. This is a defect you have to actually select. And the subgroup is rooms inspected. So variable में defect select करो, subgroup में rooms inspected, and say okay. And wow, this is interesting. Look at the control limits, zigzag control limits, guys. Why these are zigzag control limits? Because every control limit is calculated separately. Because, understand this, guys, this is very interesting. 16 rooms and, okay, 14 rooms and 16 defect. Okay. And 10 rooms and 8 defects. So every time the proportionate is different. That's why the control limits for every data point is separately calculated. But the bottom line remains same. Is there any red dot? Yes, we have some red dots here. So the process is not stable. So for us, doesn't matter whether we have a straight line control chart or zigzag control chart. If the data points are going beyond control limit, the process is not stable. Are you clear with this? Just type yes in the chat box. Clear hai? That means there is a scope for improvement in this hotel. Okay. And the last but not the least, let's find out the P chart where we have defective data. And I'm giving you the P chart right now in this chat right now. Just open the P chart. This is the last control chart. Then we will close this and I will give you the detail of, okay, I'll give you the details of our green belt examination. Okay, super. Yeah, acceptable limit is same thing. Anything which goes beyond control limit, not acceptable. Yes, exactly. Because of the varying sample size, the proportion keeps on shifting. That's why. Okay. Yes. See, 10 rejected out of 15 and 10 rejected out of 16. Both are different, right? That's why it is separately calculated. Okay. Excel, what is the acceptable limit? Acceptable. See, as per this, we have the control limit calculation formulae. Okay. In the green belt, we don't teach you the formulae for calculation. In the black belt level, I will give you the formulae for calculation as well. You can manually calculate for every chart. But in the green belt, just put the data, check, whether it is going above and below control limit. Okay. Have you opened the P chart? Just type open in the chat box. Once you opened it, let me know in the chat box. Opened. Okay. Now, in this case, what are we observing here? Okay. In this case, what are we observing? We're observing a data in the pass and fail where the sample size is different. Okay. So here, there is a school. In the first division, there are 50 students and 0 failure rate. Second, again, 50, 0 failure rate. Third, 60 student, 1 failed. Again, 60 student, 1 failed. Similar, if we have number of students which are varying, then go for P chart. Okay. So let me show you the same thing: stat, control chart, variable chart, attribute chart, and the P chart. Okay. Go for P chart, select variable pass or fail, and subgroup size is sample size. Okay. And say okay. And you have got this. So this process, even though the P chart is, the variable control limits, but there is no data going beyond the control limit. So the process is stable. All right. So there are a lot of control charts you can practice, and this will be, so you don't have any, Minitab exercises in the green belt examination. Okay. But there will be questions which can be asked. All questions will be objective. Let me give you. Yes. So how was the experience of the green belt fast track curriculum? Just share your experience here in the chat, guys. Before I give you the update about the examination. Awesome, mind-blowing, amazing, great, superb. and for some, it will be a bheja fry as well, especially the new people. Yes, I must be very, very honest. Okay, the new people who are the guests. Okay, I would like to, listen from the guest as well. Okay, the guests who are not the members, who have never gone through any of the program. it might be a little, what you can say. Yeah, I missed the second day classroom. Can I also attend the exam? Yes, you can attend if you are confident and if you know the concepts. Okay. Super. Now, so let me explain about the exam. The people who were the guests and who have upgraded. Okay. Team, can you just give that 5K wala link as well? So the link is there. The chance for you to upgrade yourself. Okay. Because now what needs to be done is, let me give you the details about the examination. The green belt examination is for, these are the details of the examination. It's for 1 hour duration. It's all MCQ type question. MCQs will be there. Multiple choice questions will be there. And open book. Just make a note of this. No negative marking. That means if you give a wrong answer, that will not deduct your score. Okay, it will be just no score will be given. No negative marking. That is called a negative scoring or negative marking. And 70% is the minimum passing criteria according to CSSE. Okay, because we are CSSE accredited, courses we are doing. So CSSE does not allow anybody to clear below 70%. If you do not score 70%, our team will take the re-examination. Don't worry. We will make sure you have re-examination. There will not be a single rupee extra charge for the re-examination. It will not be shown in your certificate as well. This is passed after 3 attempts. Okay. So ऐसा कुछ नहीं लिखेगा. So don't worry about it. Okay. And questions will be 50 questions will be there. 50 questions and 1 hour. That's what time is the element here. Okay. So time is the element. And now 50 questions. Let me be that also, right? Clear? Now tell me, how many of you would be ready to give the examination? Just type. So there is no attempt limitation. Okay. I have seen one person who has given 3 attempts and clear. Most of them are clearing in first attempt itself. Okay. Can you summarize different control charts for attributes? Wow. So I think I have to undo this, but I think it has gone basically. See, it is all C chart, U chart, NP chart, and P chart. Okay. Have you taken the table? Have you taken the table which I have mentioned, which I have drawn there? Have you noted down the table which was given for the control chart? Yes, na? Okay, no, the table was not, you have not taken down the table, is it? Okay, okay. Let me see if I can draw the table once again, okay? 50 questions will equal score. Yes, all the questions will carry 1 mark. Yes, and then the scoring will be done accordingly. Okay, so 70% meaning 35 right questions you have to, right answers you have to give, and you are passed. Okay, 1 hour it will be auto submitted. The question paper will be auto submitted after 1 hour. Okay, so once you click on that, now the people who are ready for this, okay, the people who are ready for this, you have to give that message on the mentor's number. Okay, you have this chart, right? Fantastic. Okay, so otherwise I would have drawn that chart for you. Okay, now, so you have to basically send the message on the mentor WhatsApp number. Everybody listen to this. Okay, the guests who have not upgraded will not be able to give the examination. This is only for the paid participants. Okay, the exam, the complete training was completely free of charge for the guests, but examination is only for the paid participants. Okay, then examination certificates will be issued after 6 to 7 working days after you clear the examination. Okay, so examination you can give right now if you have the energy left, or you can give it tomorrow, day after as well. All right. Yes. So the mentor's number, everybody is having the mentor's number. Just give me yes in the chat box. The same number from where you get the invitation, the same number from where you give the Arvind ji ko mentor number de dijiye, please. Okay. Yes, this is the number, Arvind ji. This is for the mentor's WhatsApp number. So you just have to send a WhatsApp number. WhatsApp message on the mentor's number. Team, can you just reply for this, please? Clear hai, everybody? Super. Because so the people who have made the payment, the guests who have made the payment, you will receive the complete course access, complete Minitab access, okay? And you will get after you clear the examination, you get a certificate as well. ठीक है? Super. जिनको जिनको number चाहिए, उनको number दे दीजिए, team, quickly. Anybody who does not have mentor's number, please let me know. The paid participants, okay? The paid members only. हाँ जी. Done, everybody? Now, if you have not done with the studies, please don't give the examination. If you are not done with the studies, please do not give the examination. Take your time. You can give individually as well. Are you clear? Yes? You can give individually. You can give today, tomorrow, day after, Sunday, Saturday, Monday. It's completely flexible. We have kept it completely flexible for you because we know everybody's times are different. Right? Yeah, message is very simple, Vijay Lakshmi, that I want to give the examination. Send a message when you want to give the examination. Maybe just 15, 1 hour before you want to give the exam. Just send them. If you want to give the exam right now, send a message right now and we will give the examination link. Clear? Yeah, send a message on the WhatsApp number of mentor. That's it. Clear, everybody? Yes, you can give after 1 month, you can give after 15 days, after 7 days, absolutely okay. Got it? Yeah, Bennett ji को भी दे दीजिए. Yes, Sandeep ji, we are giving you the mentor's number as well, okay? उस पे क्लिक करिए ना, उनके नाम पे क्लिक करिए. वो ना ऊपर. हाँ, just give the number. Yes, everybody is clear about how to give the examination. Just type yes in the chat box. Yeah, this is only for the paid participant. Let me be very clear on this. Yes, absolutely yes. So you can continue after clearing also, you can continue your regular classes, etc. Yes, Dr. Vamsi, absolutely right. Yes, Manojji, that is the mentor number, absolutely right. And you will receive all the details shortly because you have taken just admission. So you will receive all the details. Okay. Any question which is not yet answered? Clear, everybody? Super. So, मनोज जी का नंबर एक बार सेव कर लीजिए ना. मनोज जी आपका जरा नंबर, व्हाट्सएप का नंबर जरा यहाँ पे टाइप करिए प्लीज. हाँ विनोद जी, यू कैन एब्सोल्युटली डू दैट. डेबिट कार्ड से भी हो सकता है, बट डेबिट कार्ड पे ईएमआई, इट डिपेंड्स ऑन योर बैंक. ओके, क्रेडिट कार्ड से कोई भी ईएमआई दे देगा. डेबिट कार्ड ईएमआई is only applicable for some this one. Okay. Haji. Thank you, Manoj ji. Thank you, Manoj ji. Pramod ji, that's the right number. Absolutely right. The same number from where you receive all the communication, all the daily updates, okay, live session updates, the same number. Same is the mentor number, okay? उस पे आप मैसेज डाल दीजिए if you are ready. I request my team, जिनका भी रिक्वेस्ट आया है उनको आप एग्जामिनेशन का लिंक दे दीजिए. ओके. हाँ, tomorrow it is possible. Dr. Vamsi, tomorrow absolutely possible. And I will recommend this, okay, because you are tired right now. Today was the working day, plus we have 3 hours hackathon, which is extended already. Already 10 o'clock हो चुके हैं. So today relax करो और tomorrow दे दीजिए examination. That will be my recommendation. Tomorrow fresh mind से दे दीजिए. Tomorrow, day after, or on the weekend. Okay. आज पूरा रश में मत दीजिए. Just take yourself, calm down, revise if possible, check the recording once again and give the examination later. That will be my recommendation as a mentor. Still you have the energy left, okay? जुनून जज्बा है आप में तो आप दे सकते हो. ठीक है. Cycle time and processing time. Cycle time is only for one process and complete. See, understand this. cycle time and processing time. If you're taking the processing time for one unit or for one what you can say process, okay, that is called what you can say cycle time. Now, if you are adding all the processing time together, one, two, three, four, five, that becomes your lead time. Okay. So cycle time for one unit, cycle time किसको बोलते हैं? To complete one unit. Let's say आपको स्टैंपिंग करना है, तो टेक वन यूनिट का स्टैंपिंग करना है, तो that is called cycle time. And processing time is also the same thing. For one unit, processing time is for the same thing. Okay. And if you add all those times together, that becomes the turnaround time or the lead time. Okay. Yeah. Manoj ji, since you are already a member now, मेंटर्स ये सब क्वेश्चंस है ना, आप कभी भी पूछ सकते हो ऑन अवर मेंटर्स नंबर. ठीक है. Answer, will there be calculation? No calculation, I don't think, because questions keeps on rotating, but calculation मुझे नहीं लगता होगा. But जो भी होगा वो Preeti, you can use your basic calculator and do it. But I don't think. I think calculator वो ऐसे होगा. What is that? Roll throughput yield. Let's say yield multiplication. It's a very simple basic calculation. All right. Yes. Absolutely. Dr. Vamsi, you can send a message in the morning. I want to give the examination and we will share the, the details with you. Okay. Good. Superb. So thank you very much. And all the paid members, I welcome you in the community. The people who have upgraded to the Master Black Belt, congratulations to them as well. Okay. And welcome to MBB community as well. And looking forward for your beautiful, bright career and successful, results. Okay. Congratulations. And thank you very much for joining in this 3 days session. It was tiring for me as well as for you, but that is worth spending the time. Okay. And just revise yourself, take a rest, give the examination, get yourself certified. Okay. Yes. Thank you very much. Keep learning, keep growing. This is Dhiresh Patil.